Liam, coming off the back of a big win over Mark Heffron, it was a bit of a grudge fight. How satisfying was it?
It was very satisfying because everybody wrote me off. Everybody thought I was going to get chinned. Yeah, not a lot of people give me much hope. Really, they thought I was going to get knocked out. So, and you know, from the outside looking in, I maybe would have thought the same thing about somebody else. Obviously, come off a loss in my last meaningful fight, shall we say? And I've only had two really nothing fights at not even a championship weight, and I'm also moving up to middleweight to face a feared man in Mark Heffron.
It wasn't just the win though, was it? It was how you won and how you went about doing it that impressed so many people.
Yeah, I mean, if I just scraped through and got myself a points victory, then you know it still would have been a good win. But as you said, it was the way I went about it, and you know, stopping him down the stretch where realistically that's where he should be the stronger man, the bigger, you know, the bigger, stronger man and the bigger puncher. So yeah, I think I turned a few heads and got people talking again.
Does that tell you anything about the level that you're at that you didn't already know?
I kind of knew I was at that level anyway, but you know, proof's in the pudding. I needed to pull out that performance to prove to other people, and you know, partly in my own mind as well. You know, I can go and do this to fight us at a good level. So I'm pretty confident I'm moving forward. I was confident anyway, but obviously good wins like that give you the extra boost of confidence, and I'm looking forward to the big fights now, and I think I can win them, and I believe I can.
What's being here in Sheffield with Dominic Ingle brought you as a fighter?
It's brought me on. It's brought me on massively, because before I just kind of, you know, I was going about my own thing, and I always trained hard. I was always pretty disciplined, you know, but I started getting to the point where I wasn't really bothered anymore. I cheat on my diet. Probably wouldn't put as much effort into training as I should have been. And I was just mainly down to not having the right people around me in terms of training alongside people in the gym. I was in there on my own. Some days, you know, you'd be able to hear a pin drop, and it's not very motivational. It's, you know, I needed a good group of people around me, which I have now, and I've got a great new trainer in Dom Ingle.
And you've got Joe Mullender coming up now in defence of your British title. What does he bring to the table?
He's a very good pressure fighter. He brings, you know, a very high work rate, and as I said, that, you know, he's a good pressure fighter. So being honest with you, that's all I think he does bring, and he's, you know, if I can't put a dent in him first half of the fight, then could go long. It could drag out to be a bit of a war of attrition, and you know, that type of fight. But I believe I've got way too much class for him, and I believe I'm going to stop him in the first half of the fight.
You're clearly an ambitious fighter, so your goals don't be all and end all with this fight that's coming up in a couple of weeks' time. You're looking at world titles and getting back in the mix, and you've also said that you're still not necessarily uncertain, but happy to fight at light middle or middleweight.
Yeah, my you know, I got to get this win first and foremost. There's no room for error. Can't be slipping up. I need to win and win in good fashion. Once that's out of the way, then we'll, you know, look more into the situation we're in. But preferably I'd rather be at light middleweight. I believe I hold more advantages at 154 pounds. Obviously size and strength advantage. So, and I believe I'll make that easier now than what I did previously in my last title fights, because I've just got this extra boost of motivation, and I'm a lot more committed to my diet and my training now.
I also hear that you're going to have half an eye on Eubank and De Gale this weekend.
Yeah, 100%. There's talks of Eubank, win or lose. Well, to be honest, if he loses, I probably wouldn't want no part of it. But if he gets a good win, there's talks of him coming back down to middleweight. So why not? It'll be a massive fight. Big money involved, a lot of coverage, you know. So this is what I'm involved in boxing for. I want to, you know, I want to get myself out there and get myself known, and at the same time earn a lot of money. So that's where we're at. But we'll talk about that afterwards.
You've obviously moved up here, or you move up here in the week away from home, and I know that obviously one of the sacrifices you have now is not seeing your little girl as much as you'd like to. How hard is that? It's
difficult, very difficult. I was just saying earlier, like some days I'll FaceTime her and you know, cute little things she says, and like, you know, I love you on the phone, and just little things like, and sometimes brings a tear to my eye. Like it's hard being away. I wish I could wake up with her every morning and put her to bed every night, but unfortunately it's just the way it is. So I miss her, and obviously I got a girlfriend back home as well who I miss a lot, and sometimes it can cause a lot of kind of tension between us because I'm away. Like if we have a little bicker or something on the phone, you can't be together to sort these things out, and yeah, it's just difficult being away from everybody, and you know, in general, it's tough.
But the FaceTimes and stuff, they motivate you they remind you of why you're up here doing what you're doing.
Yeah, thank God for FaceTime. Without that, I don't know what I'd do. I don't think I'd be able to stay here if we weren't FaceTime, but you know, I'm here for all the right reasons. I'm doing what's best for my career, and you know, to better mine and my little girl's life afterwards, you know.
I know you don't want to look too far ahead, but obviously we mentioned that you're ambitious and you do have your head screwed on. You know where you want to be. Where do you want to be by the end of this year?
I want to be a world champion. So hopefully they can make something happen that I challenge for a world title. Just give me my shot, and I'll prove I'm worthy of being there.